How many times have you said, okay, I put this item somewhere so I wouldn't lose it, but I don't know where that place is? Guilty. Today we're talking life hacks for a stress-free home. I am so excited for this video. I have really been on a transformation now that I'm a mom. I don't know what happened, but mentally there was a shift of really transforming my home now that I'm a mom. And I think that part of it is because I have a lot more company coming over now to see my daughter because she's way more exciting than I am. So I am all about home organization, decluttering, keeping a cleaner home, all of that. So we're going to talk about life hacks for a stress-free home today. And this is actually a collaboration with a bunch of other women who are all participating in the Get Organized HQ Summit. So this is a free summit that I am actually speaking at, which is such a privilege and an honor. I'm going to be talking about how to not have a scarcity mindset with your money. So I'm giving a budgeting talk, but I'm going to be speaking at it. Frugal Fit Mom, Cass from Clutterbug, Secret Slob is going to be there. The Minimal Mom, Dana K. White is going to be there. So many other amazing people are going to be there. I am so excited. And it is a free event, which is so awesome and amazing. And the event is going to be September 11th through the 15th. So grab your ticket. It'll be linked down below in the description box, but grab your ticket. And like I said, it's a completely free event. They do have an option to upgrade if you want lifetime access to the talks. So that is an option, but the event itself is completely free. So a lot of these ladies are going to be participating in this collab. So there is a playlist down below in the description. Check that out. It's going to be amazing. And I'm so excited. Okay. So life hacks for a stress-free home. Some of these you may have heard before, some of them may be completely different. But the first one is creating a smart home within my home. So I have a smart lock on our front door. We have the August door system, and it has a keypad and it has the smart lock. Now, why this gives me a stress-free home. There have been so many times where I have gone to the grocery store, gone to work, this is back when I was working, but gone wherever, and you're like, on vacation, on vacation, and you're like, did I lock the front door? I don't remember if I locked the front door. I was in such a fluster with the luggage and this and that and grabbing the Uber and all this stuff. Did I lock the front door? I don't know. And then you're freaking out the whole entire time if you lock the front door. So with the August system, you can actually see it right from your app if your front door is locked or unlocked. If it is unlocked, you can lock it. It's amazing. There's also a keypad that you can have as well, and you can give people a code. So if I have my neighbor come and watch my cats, I can give her a code, or I can even see that she's standing outside my front door. She can text me, I'm here, and I can unlock the door and then lock it back up for her if I want to do that as well, or just give someone the code and create their own code. I can see a library of who used what codes, when it was unlocked, when it was locked, all that stuff. So it just gives me so much mental freedom of knowing, okay, my door is locked. I didn't forget it, especially now that I'm a mom with a car seat and all that stuff. I feel like I've just got to grab all these things that sometimes remembering to lock the door after I leave is stressful. And then with that, they also have automations where I can have it auto lock after 2 minutes, after 5 minutes of leaving. So after the door is shut, if we don't manually lock it, it automatically locks, which is really great. And we also have automations with our lights, and we have smart lights in our home. And so we have it that our outside front light, Piper, I just love this. The front light on the outside of our home, it goes on at 5 p.m. every single night. And then I think it goes off at like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or something like that. So it's on all night. So the security with that. We also have our thermostat. We have an Ecobee with our thermostat that if we leave the house, if we go off Wi-Fi, if we leave, if both of us leave. So if one person is still home, it doesn't do this. But if both of us leave and there's no one that's set up through our Wi-Fi, that's set up through the app, that it's going to raise the temperature. Thank you, Piper. That it's going to raise the temperature up to 77 degrees. And then when we come home, it's automatically going to drop it to 75 degrees. And this is just so nice that we don't have to forget. There was so many times when I was working and I would come home and the house would be cold and I'd be like, I was just gone for 12 hours and my AC was running full blast this whole time. That's going to be a fun electric bill. So these are just little ways that we can save money and that we can have our house automated so that it's one less thing that we have to think about. And it's really nice that you can control so much stuff from your phone. I can control my lights, my fans, my power, all that stuff, all from the app on my phone and not have to get out of bed, not have to get up. Or if we're on vacation and we're coming home and it's been up high for a while, I will bump it down on our way home so that by the time that we get home, we're not coming home to a hot house. So it's so cool to be able to manage everything from our phone. And that's really taken a lot of stress off of our plate of having to deal with that, or just the burden like, oh, I definitely forgot to do that again. Crap. Or Jamie doesn't have to worry like, oh, Kelly's going to yell at me again for not turning the AC up. No, it automatically does it. The next life hack that I have for stress-free home is I will create different special things that I can do during tasks that I don't enjoy. For example, I love listening to audiobooks. I love listening to just the audiobooks. I've actually been using short form, which is like an audiobook, but the shortened, condensed version, almost like the recap of the book, which is amazing. That way I don't have to listen to like an 8-hour audiobook. I can listen to a 45-minute or a 30-minute recap of a book and I still get all the juicy points, which is amazing. So I love these, but I actually use it as a reward and as a treat for doing the tasks that I don't want to do. So if I don't want to do the dishes, or I don't want to mop my floors or do laundry, whatever it is, I'll tell myself, Kelly, you're not allowed to listen to that audiobook unless you're doing that task, or unless you're working out, or unless you're on a walk. And that way it makes me actually look forward to it. So it's like a way that I'm able to hack my brain and say, okay, this is a reward that you really want to do. So I love using it with short form, like I said, and I'll have a link for them down below in the description. They're amazing. I have been using them for a few weeks now, maybe a month now, and I am loving them. I'm obsessed. I'm plowing through books. I absolutely love it. You can do the text reading it, and you can also listen to the audio version as well. It's been amazing. So I'll have them linked down below in the description, and you get 20% off with my link as well. But I'll do it with short form, or I'll also do it with calling someone of saying, okay, I really want to pour into these relationships, and when I go on a walk, then I'm going to call my aunt, or I'm going to call my dad, or I'm going to call a friend and catch up. So using the unpleasant task as a time that you can do the fun thing that you want to do. So I love that, and I love just the multitasking aspect of it. The next thing that I do, the next life hack that I do, which is actually, it sounds more of a burden at first, but trust me, it has been a game changer, and that is creating a schedule for tasks. And what I mean by this is I know that on Fridays is trash day. So on Fridays, I clean out the fridge, and I want to make sure that there's nothing gross in there, no veggies that I should have eaten that I didn't want to eat, and I get rid of them. So I know that one of my chores on Fridays is to clean out the fridge. I know that on Mondays and Thursdays, I do laundry. I only need to do laundry about 2 days a week. So I know that Mondays, Thursdays is laundry day. I know that Friday is cleaning out the fridge day. And so by creating this schedule of tasks, what it does is it frees a mental load. And so it feels restrictive at first. It took me a couple weeks to really get in the flow of it and start enjoying it and not feel restricted by it and not feel like a cleaning list. So rather than saying, okay, I know that there's chores that I need to do. I know that there's stuff that I need to do to maintain the house, but I don't know, what should I do today? No, I don't have to think about that. I just know, okay, it's this day of the week, this chore is getting done. And it really, really does just free up a mental load. I feel like as a mom, now that I'm a mom, like my mental load, I've heard people talk about mental loads in the past, but now it's just crazy how true it is. It's crazy. It's just, you got to think about this and organize this and do this and this and this and this. And one less thing that I have to think about, the better. So this has been a game changer life hack for me, is having this schedule, which is just amazing. And then I'm also doing the 75 Mom Challenge, which if you guys have seen this challenge, it's been so fun. I'm also documenting it here on YouTube, but every single day I have to do 45 minutes of housework, 45 minutes of workout, drink half my body weight in ounces, which is 80 ounces of water a day. I have to read 10 pages, I have to journal, and I have to update my budget. So with these tasks that I'm doing every single day, it's cool to know, okay, for the housework, this is the task that I have to do for it, and then dishes, and that's pretty much the 45 minutes. So I love having this routine, and it's really helping me just to maintain a lot of the stuff that was leading to burnout. I felt very overwhelmed in the beginning of the challenge because it is a lot that you're doing. But every single one of those tasks on the list is things that are helping me prevent burnout. When my house is in disarray and I feel like a tornado went through my house because my toddler just went hog wild on all the toys and threw all of her food on the floor and all this stuff, and there's just like, holy cow, this is crazy. And when I'm not keeping up with the housework, I feel stressed. When I'm not working out and taking care of my body and not moving, I feel stressed. I feel blah. I feel stressed. I feel like just, ugh, I need those endorphins. I'm someone that needs exercise. I need those endorphins. When I'm not drinking my water, I feel like crap. When I'm not updating my budget, I'm not on top of my finances. When I'm not filling my brain with good things by listening to short form or reading books, I feel like, and I just feel like I need to consume some good stuff. So when I'm doing these things, and journaling, if I'm not journaling, journaling is like a game changer for me. So when I'm doing these things, that feels overwhelming because it's so much stuff. But if I'm not doing them, I feel a bajillion times worse. So it's all those things that are adding up to make it so that I'm well-rounded and I'm not leading to burnout. So it sounds counterintuitive, but it's been a game changer. This next one is very cliche, but it's so true. Is declutter. Declutter, declutter, declutter. I can't say it enough. I am not a minimalist. I will never be a minimalist. I think it's amazing that people are able to get to that point, but I know that I will never be able to get to that point. But I recently did a 100 declutter challenge here on my channel, and it was amazing. It was so freeing just to give myself permission to get rid of so much of that stuff. I think growing up poor and growing up in just a really paycheck to paycheck mentality, it made me hold on to things, because when I'm in that mentality where I don't have a lot of money, that I would just accept free stuff and accept free just whatever, because you never know when you're going to get another one. Hey, do you want a Keurig? Yeah, I'll take a Keurig. I don't drink Keurig coffee. I like the drip coffee, but you never know. My drip coffee may break, and then I'll have a Keurig on hand. I don't need a Keurig in my garage. I don't need an extra dresser just because it was on the side of the road. I don't need these clothes that don't really fit me, but I would have an abundance of all these clothes that didn't fit me, but I may lose 20 pounds and then they'll look good, or I may get really toned arms and then they'll look good, or whatever it may be. And having that mentality of growing up poor and growing up, it made me hold on to stuff. Now, if our coffee maker breaks, I can go out and buy a new coffee maker. It's fine. If something happens and I, don't need this, it's fine. I can just go buy a new one. And chances are, I'm not even going to know where that is. How many times have you been like, oh, I have something, but I don't even know where it is. I have a replacement for this, but I don't even know. Or you find it 6 months down the road after you already rebought it, and you're like, I didn't remember I had a replacement of that. Well, that sucks. That was wasted money. So when you're decluttering and just freeing up all this space, like I open my cabinet now with my cups, and I still have a lot of cups, mind you, but there's room. Like there's room for more. Before, we couldn't even fit every single cup, like all of our tumblers, all of that stuff. If every single one of them was clean, they did not fit in the cabinet. That's not good. Now, when I open the cabinet, there's extra room. It's okay. It's amazing. And so decluttering has really been amazing. So I have a free 100-item decluttering challenge. If you want to check it out, I have a free printable for you as well. But decluttering has really helped. And I've also found a space for everything in my home. Before, I used to have a pile at the end of my dining room table of just random stuff, like stuff that needed to be returned, or bills that need to be paid, or different letters that I had, or whatever it may be, or a letter from the child that we sponsored that I want to write back, and all these things. And that was their home. And it drove my husband crazy that was the home. But to me, in my ADHD brain, it was in piles. So it was organized. It was clean. It was good. No. Now when I look at my dining room table and it's clean, I'm like, oh, this is really nice. I do like this. So I have gotten to the point of my home from decluttering of every single item in my home has a home. It has a place that it belongs. So you can give me any item in my home and I know where that item goes. And I think another thing that's worked well with this is I've shifted my mentality of when I have something that I need to find a home for, Before I used to think of like, okay, where's the perfect place to put this item? Now I don't do that. Now I say, okay, if I needed this item, where's the first place that I would look for it? And then I put it there, because we often will think of the creative place and then we're like, how many times have you said, okay, I put this item somewhere so I wouldn't lose it, but I don't know where that place is. Guilty, so guilty. So many times have I put things in a special place and then I would forget where that special place is. So instead of doing that, put it the first place when you're saying, okay, if I needed this, where's the first place that I would look for it? That's where you want to put it, rather than the special place. So that has really been a huge life hack that I've learned. I think I learned it on TikTok, so I'm passing on that knowledge to you. But having those special places, no. First place that you think of, that's where it needs to go. Along with that is I have really reduced my paper clutter. I have been guilty of paper clutter. I like printed out things. I don't like digital copies as much. I'm old school with that. I think it just, I don't know. I like physically seeing the bills. I like physically, not the bills, but like, I don't know, medical bills. I like physically seeing those versus the electronic version or different things like that. And so I would keep everything in just a big file folder. And I have actually transferred it to a fireproof case. I found a fireproof case on Amazon, and I transferred everything into this fireproof case. It has our passports, has everything. We passed a fire a couple weeks ago on the road, a car fire, and it like, I woke up at 2 o'clock that morning like, what if our house burned down? What if this? What if we lose all of our documents? What if we lose this? And so I was like, that night at 2 o'clock in the morning, I bought this case, and I'm so glad that I did. But fires like that, they scare me. They really do. So really reducing my paper clutter and really just saying, okay, do I need this? Do I not? And holding on to the things that I truly do need, but other things that aren't required, getting rid of them, condensing them. And that has just been so freeing as well. Definitely check out the other ladies in the collab. Also get your free ticket to the summit. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so exciting. I am still so humbled that I'm speaking at this event with Cass from Clutterbug, Frugal Fit Mom, Secret Slob, Dana K. White. Oh my gosh, like this is just so cool. I am so honored that I'm part of this amazing, amazing summit. So grab your ticket down below. Amazing. Oh, I love it. And let me know if you get your ticket. Please, please, please let me know if you get your ticket to the free summit. And let's keep the conversation going. If you want to see my 75 Mom Challenge where I'm transforming my life, it sounds dramatic, but it really is. Check out this playlist here of all the vlogs. You get to see Peyton as well. And if you want to see the 100 Declutter Challenge where I got rid of 100 items with the free printable, check out this video here.